So I was watching this video yesterday and she was talking about 3 reasons why you're stuck in your business or your brand. Whether that's because you can't seem to do what you need to do, you're procrastinating, you deal with a lot of shiny object syndrome, or you're beating yourself up because you know I'm better than this, like I'm not lazy, or am I lazy, or am I lacking motivation? Am I committed to this? Like for real, like why am I not doing what I need to do? And why am I not moving forward? Why am I not seeing progress? And she was talking about 3 things that are probably holding you back. So today I want to talk about those 3 things. We're gonna hop right into it, all right? But first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Marvell. I am a funnel and content strategist. I help creators and entrepreneurs get a better ROI from their content and social media by implementing social media sales systems into their platform. If you want to find out more about that, hit the follow or shoot me a DM and we can talk about it, all right? This one fucked with me a lot because once she started talking about it, it took me back to like when I want to say I was like 7 or 8, right? My mom took me to a karate class. She was going to put me in karate, have me learn karate, right? I remember I'm going in there. We sat down for a little bit watching all the other kids and the instructor. Then the instructor comes over, he talks to my mom. I don't remember the conversation, but then he starts talking to me and he asked me to throw a punch or kick something. He asked me to hit his pad or whatever it is. And I froze. I don't know why I froze, but I froze. Then I started crying. I couldn't tell you what it was about being in that situation that made me freeze up and just broke me down. We left, never went back. Looking back on it, I don't know if this is the actual reason why, but this is how I justify it because it has continued to affect me throughout my life, just looking back in different situations. But the first one is the fear of failure, right? I think a lot of people deal with this because of what they feel like the judgment will be, or what people are going to think about them, how they're going to feel about themselves if they try this and it doesn't work, or if they do it and they look stupid, or if they do it and they have people make fun of them or criticize them. That will fuck you up for a long time. That will hold you and keep you stuck in place and keep you paralyzed just because you're putting a lot of weight and a lot of focus into how you'll be perceived when it comes to other people in the world. And that's where the root of that fear lies in. Your fear of looking stupid, of being judged, of feeling like you messed up or you fucked up or you wasted time, you wasted money. It's not realizing the potential that comes with you taking action or taking this step or putting out the content, whatever it is. And if you don't get past that, it's going to continue to hold you in place and it's going to seep into and affect a lot of other areas of your life. It's the same thing for asking somebody out on a date, even sending a DM. You're not so much scared of actually doing it. You're not scared of taking the action. That's easy. Hitting send and talking to somebody or posting a piece of content, that's the easy part. It's the outcome that you're going to get as a result of you taking that action that you're afraid of or that's holding you back. So in order to deal with this, you have to reframe what failure means to you. Like for me right now where I'm at in life, failure just means not trying, not putting forth any effort, not even trying to see if I can do something. That's what failure looks like to me now. Because as you start to do this, you have to realize you're not going to know what you're doing. You're not going to know how this works. So you're probably going to fuck up. I think that is a really crucial thing to understand and to really accept, is that you're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. This is not going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect, especially out the gate. And that's okay. But if you don't try, if you don't do anything, if you don't put forth any effort, if you never even put yourself in the game, if you never shoot your shot, if you never send the DM, if you never ask them out on a date, you're going to have to live with that regret. And that's one of the scariest things for me. Besides not trying, fear of regret is one of the things that keeps me motivated and keeps me going, because I've been in situations where I didn't take action, where I didn't ask the girl out, where I didn't send the DM, where I didn't try to start the business, where I didn't take action, and then I had to sit there and deal with the fact that I see other people doing a half-ass version of what I'm doing, or taking the person out that I wanted to take out because I just didn't ask. I didn't try. Even if it didn't work out, even if I didn't succeed, I didn't even try to see if I could do it. And that's a very painful thing to live with. You do not want to end up at the end of your life with a bunch of regrets from things that you didn't do or didn't try just because you were scared of the outcome. You were afraid of what might happen. That's a scary thing to live with. So you have to start to reframe and change how you look at what success and what failure is. One of my favorite quotes, if you learn from your L's, you can never lose. That's a lot of what success, a lot of being a creator, a lot of being an entrepreneur, business owner, is learning from those losses or those experiences where it didn't go how you thought it would, or it didn't go the way you wanted it to. You have to be able to take the lesson from that and learn from that situation so that you can get better and do it better in the future. You may not win every time, but the times that you don't, you should be learning another way not to do it. You should be learning another way that, okay, this doesn't work. This doesn't work with this. Oh, this worked a little bit. I got a little bit of a result. I see a little, we got a little more result. As you continue to grow, as you continue to try and continue to put yourself out there, you'll get better and better. Which actually brings us to our next one, which would be the fear of success. And I know that sounds crazy. like, oh, success. No, I want to be successful. Actually, that's not the case. Most people are more comfortable being comfortable than they are being successful. I talked to one of my friends, he's been wanting to do content for a long time, and I've been trying to push him and trying to motivate him. But one of the things he always brings up is that he doesn't want to be famous. Actually, I want y'all to do an experiment. If you have a fear of being famous, or if you have a fear of fame and everybody noticing you, I want you to go through your timeline, go through your Instagram, your platform, whatever, and find the top 5 people that you follow. Not traditional celebrities like movie stars, music artists, stuff like that. Even some of them still, but like influencers, Instagram celebrities, creators, entrepreneurs. Find the top 5 people that you follow, and then go talk to 10 people outside of your circle, outside of the people that you hang out with. You could probably even talk to them, because a lot of them probably will be in the same boat. But you're going to go talk to 10 different people and just ask them if they know who this person is, if they've ever heard of this person. You'll be surprised. There's people out there with millions of followers who wouldn't get recognized on the street. It happens all the time. The fear of fame or fear of success, you're afraid that you won't be able to handle and deal with everything that comes with it. But the thing about that is that you don't just wake up and be that. Yes, some people go viral overnight and all of a sudden they got hella followers, but their life doesn't really change a lot overnight. It takes time. It takes building up. What's the girl name? The Hawk Tuah girl. I don't know her name, but she's been posted everywhere. I don't know if I would recognize her in the street. She's probably not going to be on red carpets and shit. It's a steady progress, and you're able to stop when you want. You can stop posting. You don't have to keep doing this. You're not going to wake up and just all of a sudden everybody knows who you are. It takes time to build up to that. It takes time. It's progressive. I was trying to start focusing on doing more YouTubes. The mentor I was working with said I should be doing long form like trainings and shit. So I tried to get myself set up to start doing that. And for some reason, I just couldn't get myself to do it. I couldn't get myself to start recording. I just kept finding reasons to procrastinate and not do it. It just seemed very overwhelming, like it was a lot. So instead of focusing on that, I had to figure out what works best for me, what was going to be comfortable for me, and what could I do that was going to allow me to push myself so I can get closer to doing those longer trainings, 45-minute hour trainings, and kind of like build up and work up to it. So I started doing 10-minute videos and 15-minute videos and 20-minute videos, and eventually to doing 45-minute hour-long videos. But I haven't had any practice with that. I haven't done long-form YouTube like that. I haven't done long-form trainings or webinars like that. That's not something I have skills at. So of course, me just trying to jump right into it, it's not gonna come easy. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna feel weird. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm not gonna know what to say. Should I be taking breaks? Am I talking too much? Is this too long, too short? Can I pause? You don't know it until you do it. And as you start to do it, you get a little bit better, and you get a little bit better, and you get a little bit better, and you can do a little bit more. Just remember, you're more in control of what comes from this than you think. If you don't want a bunch of negativity, don't pay attention to the negativity. Block those people, ignore those people, don't respond to those people. A lot of people know that they can't deal with that yet. They can't handle seeing people attack them in the comments. They can't handle people talking shit about them on the internet, so they're not even putting themselves out there to deal with that. And that's understandable, because it's gonna come. It happens. There are gonna be people who test you, people who try you, who want to pull that negativity out of you. But if you don't feed into that, if you don't give into that energy, they disappear. Like, I've seen it multiple times. I've had people come on my page and say disrespectful stuff, ask me crazy questions, and I either ignore them, block them, or I respond with positivity or pettiness, and I just keep it pushing. Like, you don't have to give energy into what you don't want for yourself or what you don't want for your life. You're able to create the life that you want more than you realize, but you have to be willing to start on the journey and figure it out as you go. As you get better, like I said, those skills will start to compound and you'll start to build up on yourself. Your emotional health will get better, your mental health will get better, and you'll be able to handle what comes with it more than you were when you were just getting started. A lot of people get stuck focusing on the end or how they think it's going to end up, not even realizing they got to take 120 steps just to even get halfway there. Okay, so don't focus on what the end goal might be or what you think might be overwhelming in the end, whether that's too many followers, being famous, being really busy, or having a bunch of clients and you don't know how to handle them. Start by getting one client. People are focused on being overwhelmed with a whole bunch of clients and haven't even figured out how to get one client yet. Start with getting one client, then 2, then 3. Prove that you can keep doing it. And as you do, you'll start to get those systems and those processes. You're going to figure out what's working, what's not working. You're going to be able to get better and better and better as you go. You got to remember, you're looking at how it's going to be later with your current mindset and your current abilities and your current skills, not taking into account everything that you're going to build up along the way. So focus on getting started and taking little steps day by day, brick by brick, so that you can have the skills and you can build up your ability to handle what comes with it later. And when you feel like it gets overwhelming, pull back, get help, ask for help, pivot if you have to. but don't let the fear of what might happen in the future stop you from getting started. And then the last one that she mentioned was a lack of vision. And this was something I dealt with most of my 20s, which is ironic because we had this running joke in my family where whenever we would date somebody, whenever we would bring somebody home to meet my stepmom in particular, because she was the only one that really did this. Whenever we was ready to bring somebody home, we would always let them know, yo, just so you know, my stepmom, she gonna ask these questions. She gonna ask you, what's your goals? What are you looking to do in the future? What are you looking to be in 5 to 10 years? What's crazy about that is that I knew she would ask those questions. I knew that was one of her things, but I didn't have goals. Not once did I take that and apply it to myself. I didn't know what I wanted to be in the future. I didn't know where I wanted to be in 5 to 10 years. I didn't have a vision for what I wanted for the future. And that's kind of like going on a road trip without a destination in mind. Yeah, it might be fun. You might see some nice things. It might be cool. Or you're not going to end up where you could potentially want to or where you could be because you just kind of just hopped in the car and started driving. You didn't set a destination and figure out, okay, I want to get here. I want to go through these states. I want to see these things, but I want to end up here. I know I want to end up here. I'm gonna figure out how to get there, but I know this is the goal. And I think a lot of people approach, whether it's their business, it's their lives, their career, they approach it without any sense of vision for themselves. They may have a goal that society has placed upon them. Oh, have a family, work your way up the corporate ladder, shit like that. But they don't have goals that they have created for themselves that they feel passionately about. So they're just kind of meandering through life and just letting life happen to them, being very reactionary. When you have a goal and where you know this is where I want to be, these are kind of the steps I think I need to take to get there, this is kind of the roadmap I think I need to go, it gives you a much clearer idea on how you should be attacking each day and how you should be attacking your life. Because you know, okay, I know I want to get here in 5 years. What do I need to do to get there? Okay, I need to set this up. I need to start working on this. I need to get this, that. Okay, start working on it tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna get the paperwork. I'm gonna start. It gives you a roadmap to follow. So when you have a vision and you have goals, especially one that's connected to deep reasons, what we call your why or like your passion, it's gonna keep you driven. You're gonna be able to remember, look, like, okay, I know I want to be financially free in the future. I know that's what I need for myself. I want financial freedom, time freedom. Okay, what are my options for getting there? I could start creating content. I could build a business. I could start investing. I could buy real estate. I think I'm going to do investing. I like stocks. I like business. I like numbers, shit like that. Okay, how do I start investing? Okay, I'm going to start watching these YouTube videos to figure out how to start investing so I can get financial freedom, get time freedom. Then once you start learning, you start implementing. A lot of people get stuck in the learning and the preparation phase because they're afraid of the failure. They're afraid of success. So as you start learning the stuff that's going to get you to your goal, start implementing, start taking action, start taking those steps forward, putting them in brick by brick so that you can look up in a month, 2 months, 6 months, 2 years down the line and be like, oh shit, look at how far I've come. Look at what I've done. Look at what I've been able to do so far. I'm not there yet. I haven't reached my goal yet and shit went wrong and I had to pivot this way and I had to change up some shit here, but look at how much closer I am to where I want to be and look at how far I've came. Just remember, you can't depend on staying motivated. Motivation is fleeting. It disappears. You have to have a strong why. You have to have a good reason on why you're doing what you're doing and why you have these goals set for yourself. And then you have to build up your discipline and your consistency so that you can keep taking those steps day by day, month over month, year over year, and continue working and building. All right, so I want you to take a look at yourself and at your life and figure out if you're dealing with any one of these. If you're dealing with the fear of failure, the fear of success, or a lack of vision, are you dealing with any of these? And then I want you to let me know in the comments. I read all the comments. I want to make sure you figuring out what's stopping you and what's holding you up so you can start making progress and so you can get to that life that you want in the future, all right? Or if you feel like you're dealing with something else and you're not really sure what it is, let me know. We can try and figure it out, all right? If you like this, want more content like this, make sure you hit the follow, subscribe, like, whatever platform this is on. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.